Hey folks, I wanted to give you another update on the ATH indicator. I just got it back from the developer. He fixed a couple issues that we were having, and things running really sweet. Got a lot of awesome entries with it, and looking forward to testing it for another week or two. And then we got to add on the coding where it checks if you're active or not. So it's very important that you remain active with your subscription in order to use this. Okay, so you've got to use it on MT4. Right, and it's got to be on a PC or a VPS, right? So if you're the type of person that has a Mac, or maybe you do it on a phone, right? You're going to need to get a VPS, so you have a virtual server in the cloud, right? That's what I do right now. I'm doing this on a Mac, right? But I'm dialed in to my VPS, right? So you can see the Windows icons here and my Mac icons here, right? So it allows you to use a Mac and dial in, and you can dial in on your phone, on a tablet, anything you want, okay? But you're gonna need, that for it to work. Okay, so I just wanted to walk through and just kind of show you again some examples of how this is gonna help you, okay? And I'm also gonna show you how it fits into really any lifestyle, right? One of the questions I had in the last video I made was, oh, so you got to sit there in front of your computer. and one of the ways that you can use this, you would need to be able to take orders, right? So either on your phone, or on your computer when the alert goes off, right? But there's other ways to use it. If you got a job and you're busy, I'll show you, some examples of how you can use this to make more money. And you can not use it, right? You can choose to not use it. This is just something that we're adding as value to the community. All right, and the people that want to use it can use it as long as they have active subscriptions. Right, it's going to be built into the coding. You're going to put your username and ID into the settings when you add it to your chart, and it's going to check every day to make sure you're active. And if you're active, the indicator will continue to work. If you're not, it will not work any longer. Okay, so I just wanted to show you a couple examples. So you can see here, it comes down. Break of structure comes up to that candle, and then this is the alert saying, all right, it's ready to come in. All right, so in this particular type of candle, I like to just put my stop loss just over that candle. If they're close, I usually put it over the high, but on this one, I would just put it there, get in, and then boom, you've got all this. Okay, get up here, right? Comes down. Now, not all of these are perfect trades. Like, this doesn't break structure. I just wanted to show you guys examples, right? So this comes down, comes up, right? And you get the alert to get in, right? And boom, take it down. So you get in here, put your stop loss up here, and you run it down, right? Oops, hold on, that goes too fast. I gotta do this a different way. Now ignore that pink line. That's a 4-hour line. I'm going to show you why I drew that in a moment. And here's how it saves you, right? So say you got price comes down, it breaks structure. So you think, all right, this is going down. You're using this candle or this candle. They're both the same. Price runs down, breaks structure, and just blows right through. Normally that would be a loss, but with this, because you're waiting for the indicator, you never get an indicator to the downside. So you never got in this trade. You never took it. Right, so that just saved you a loss. Right, down here, comes up, hits the banker candle, right, and then you get your indicator right here to go in, and then boom, you catch like 90% of that move, right? And again, here's how it can save you. Right, price goes up, breaks structure. You're thinking, all right, this is going down. So you've got a 2x2, right? It's we're looking good, and it comes down, blows through the candle. Right? But you never got a signal to go up, but before it hit the stop loss, right? Or where your stop loss would be. So you never get in this trade, right? Saves you another loss. Here's a small trade, right? Goes up, does break structure, comes down, hits the candle, and then you get the entry right here. You enter in here, put your stop loss right here, get a little 1 to 3-ish right there. Okay? Continue showing examples. So this is an interesting one, and I've taken a few of these, and it's something I didn't expect. So because you're using this indicator and you're not entering right away, right? So say this is the candle that you're looking at, right? Now obviously this is not breaking structure. It's probably not something that you would take, but I just wanted to using an example because of this wick. So it comes down, it touches, and then you get an indicator here, right? You'd probably enter in, put your stop loss there, and you get wicked out and you lose that trade, right? And you will lose some trades, right? This is not going to, eliminate all losses, but it's going to eliminate a lot of them. But you can still, this trade is still of value, even though it went up and hit this stop and blew out the candle. They were just coming out and cleaning liquidity, maybe mitigating something else that you couldn't find up there. And then you get an indicator right here, to get in, right? And that's something I've been experimenting with, and I've won a lot of these where, the wick or the candle took out my banker candle completely, and then went down. And because I got the indicator, I just got in and just wrote it down, right? And here's one of those trades too. If you're using the exit manager, right? Say we get in here, right? The exit manager would have moved the stop to here, then to here, then to here, then to here, and that's where it would have got stopped out, right on that low. 230 pips, right? By using the indicator to get in and using the exit manager to manage the whole thing for you, right? Pretty powerful stuff. Powerful combination. All right, here's another one where, it comes down, comes up, hits, and then you get an indicator right next. You get in here, put your stop loss above that, right? And even though it comes back up, wouldn't hit your stop loss, and then took off. And you could have had a second entry here because it came up and hit again, and you could have got in here. All right. Here's another example where it would have saved you, right? Break of structure. Comes up, right? Normally you'd have your sell limit there, but because you don't get a sell indicator there, boom, you're saved, right? You're saved from that candle. All right, so here we go. Up, comes down, hits the candle. You get your entry right there. Boom, off to the races. Here's one that you may have lost, maybe you think this is going down. Maybe a newbie would think this is going down, right? I mean, you can see it's trending up, but a new person might say, hey, I want to try to do this, right? And if they put their order in, they would lose, right? But if they're waiting for the indicator, they never, they don't lose. They do not lose. All right. So here's one, comes down, breaks structure, goes up, hits the candle, and then we get an entry right here. Now these big candles, I don't like to enter on these massive candles. I like it to do some type of a retrace. If it can retrace 50%, I get in. That's what I'm experimenting with. That's been working pretty good. Haven't had too many of these, but had a couple where I waited for it to come back like this did, and then get in, put my stop there, and just ride it down. And then here's where it could have saved you, right? A newbie, might look at this and go, oh, broke structure, and they might not understand the hot and heavy, thing. And they put their buy limit there, but as long as they use the indicator, their ass is saved once again. Let's see, do I have any more? That might be it. For the 1 hour, and then I've got a couple examples. Yeah, so that looks like it is done. All right, yeah, that's it. I mean, other than just drawing out another example for you here, All right, we got this banker candle there. Comes down, hits. And you get the arrow here for the confirmation, and jump in for the ride. Now, on these 1 hour ones, 15-minute ones, the way that I've been using it is I'm just setting the alarms when they go off. I'm getting in. Okay. Now, if you've got a job, maybe you can't do that. Maybe you can, right? If you keep your phone, maybe you can access your phone at your job. Maybe you have that type of a job where you can access your phone. And you've got this set up on your computer. You get an alert on your phone, and you just go in and place the order, right? You can do that. Or the way you can use this is use it as like a trend direction, right? So, you guys, that work when you get home, look at what's going on. Like right here, right? You get this down arrow on a 4 hour, or even better, right? We've got this order block here, these banker candles. The price comes up and hits, and then we get this arrow. So now you can drop down to a 1 hour, right? And set pendings, not use the indicator on the 1 hour, just set pendings for sells. Any order flow, banker box, signature pattern to the downside, right? You just start taking them. So you just use this as, as a way to figure out what direction you're going to get, and set your pendings for, or you can just take the trades off the 4 hour if you wanted to. But, like here, we get this down move, and now just to sell. All right, so you just pick these off on the 1 hour, set them up before work or after work, right? And nail it. All right. Let's see. That might be the only pink ones I have. Just talking about the 4 hour. You can just see how it can be helpful, in a lot of places. Get this. All right, I'm just buying on the lower time frames. I'm buying on the lower time frames. Right? I'm selling. I'm buying. I'm selling. Right? You can just kind of give you a good idea. It's not always going to work awesome, during these consolidation periods like right here and here, because it's a 4 hour, there could be some trades here on the, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute for sure, but they're not going to be as lucrative as the ones that like this. You get that signal and it's just boom, 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 right? Buying for a week, right? Buying for a week. Right, here's going kind of sideways, then selling for a week, selling for a week. All right, so you're going to be able to use this a few different ways, and we'll come up and develop other ways as well. As we continue to use this and practice with it, right? You got your arrows here. This one here, these two could have, give you some short amount of trades going down, and then until you finally get over here, and you got this nice, a couple of days of selling off here that you can just, again, drop down to 1 hour, set some pendings for sells. All right, so that's it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick view of this, and don't ask a bunch of questions on this post. I'm not going to go and answer all your questions. All I wanted to do is just let you know that this thing is going to be very helpful for a lot of people, but you don't have to use it. Right? You don't have to use it. It's just an option. But I've been doing really, really well with this. So hasn't the other folks that are testing it, and I'm excited to see what it will do for the people that are using it just like us. So. Again, like I said, give me a couple more weeks to get, make sure we get the bugs out and get that coding in there so it checks to see if you're active. And then once that's done and solid and working, I'm going to hand it to you guys for 100% free. All you got to do is keep your subscription active, and that is it. All right? Hope you're having a great day. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.